Welcome to my madness, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be taking a look at some things that I picked up while on vacation. I went on vacation over the holidays, spent about a week and a half outside of Texas, doing a little road traveling, spent about a week in Colorado. And of course, while I was on the road and in Colorado, I decided to hit up some toy shops and, you know, some Walmarts and Targets and all kinds of stuff, GameStop, all that kind of thing, and just maybe see what was out there. And I picked up a few things, and I want to show you guys what I picked up. So first up, obviously, what we have here on the screen, of course, we've got the U-Wing fighter, or troop transport, or whatever it's supposed to be. Obviously, in the movie Rogue One, where this came from, this was more of a troop transport in toy form. You know, it really only fits one figure there in the cockpit, and you know, it's more of a fighter than it is a troop transport. But found this here. This was at a toy shop for 15 bucks, and looks pretty complete. Seems to have everything there. Got all the landing gear and everything, and it even came with a figure in here, a First Order Stormtrooper, which I don't care about that, but for 15 bucks to pick this thing up, I was pretty happy with that. So I picked that up, and yeah, I like it. It's gonna look good on my shelf. All right, so here's some more stuff that I picked up at a couple different toy shops that I found in Denver. First thing, we've got this one right here. So we've got a little Lady J action figure. I don't know what line this is from, you know, which G.I. Joe this came from. It's marked 2001, but we've got Lady J there, looking a little buff. But she's got, you know, her holsters and got her backpack and everything like that. No guns or anything, at least not her guns. She did come with some accessories here that look like they're from Baroness. So I've got like a shin guard there. I've got a chest plate. We've got a little arm guard here. We've got a little Baroness face mask thing. So I don't know if this originally went with Baroness or what. We've got a little necklace there, dog tags there, and then of course we do have a Baroness gun, and that all came with Lady J there. So don't know exactly what those are from, but that all came together, and that was only 8 bucks. So I picked that up, thought that was pretty cool. Of course, we've got a G.I. Joe Classifieds Beachhead there, which I've been wanting to pick him up for a while. Always loved Beachhead, always thought he looked cool back in the original old school 80s G.I. Joe line. Picked up this Storm Shadow Valor versus Venom. You can see here it was only $1.99, and I really like Storm Shadow. I'm going to be doing a series just about Storm Shadow on the channel, so was excited to pick him up. Still in the package. I mean, the package looks jacked up. You know, it's all beat up. I don't care. I'm going to eventually open it up, so not a big deal there. But picked that up for 2 bucks. Then at that same toy shop where I picked up that stuff, I got this. This was free. Basically, if you made a purchase, they had like a box of stuff that you could just pick something, and I thought this was pretty cool. This is old school, like late 90s Toy Biz, and I thought he looked pretty good on my Avengers shelf. And he's, I don't know, about 9 inches tall, so not as big as you would want, you know, Giant Man to look next to, let's say, Marvel Legends, but still pretty big, pretty intimidating and imposing next to a 6-inch scale figure. So I think he'll still look pretty good on the shelf there with my other Avengers. And of course, went ahead and picked up Spirit from G.I. Joe Classified. Found that one. Been wanting to pick him up for a while. Actually, when I was at a toy shop on the road, a friend of mine that I met up with actually got this for me. I'm a huge Evil Dead fan, you know, Army of Darkness, that kind of thing. And my friend Corey picked this up for me, got that for me at one of the toy shops we were looking at. So I'm not a big pop collector, but if it's anything having to do with Ash or Evil Dead, I'm pretty much into it. So this was really, really cool. Gonna get that up on one of my shelves. And then lastly, I picked this guy up, and we've got a Diamond Select Bruce Lee 6-inch scale figure with all the great articulation. Can't wait to open him up. Huge Bruce Lee fan. He comes with all his accessories and stuff like that, and we've got the figure there. Didn't even know this one existed. I had seen the other one where he's in his yellow costume. I had never seen this one before, but really, really happy to get that. So I picked all those up at various toy shops. very happy with being able to pick those up, and they were all pretty affordable too. I mean, you know, $8 here, $2 there, you know, a free Giant Man, gift from a friend. The G.I. Joe Classified Spirit was, I think, $20. The Beachhead was $15. This was probably what I paid the most for. It was $25, but I just really like Bruce Lee, so picked that up. So yeah, pretty good haul from some of the toy shops that I ran into. Alright, so now I'll take a look at a couple of things that I found at various Walmarts and Targets while I was on the road and in Colorado. First up, at a Walmart in Denver, I found Ulick, or Ulick, I don't know how you say his name. Anyway, cool figure, big deluxe figure. Hadn't been able to find him locally at any of my Walmarts down here in South Texas, and found him up there and was very happy to pick him up. Pretty cool. And then at a Target in Summit County, Colorado, I found these guys on clearance for $12.70-something a piece. These, of course, are the Star Wars Droids versions of Boba Fett. And I picked up a couple of them because I love Boba Fett as much as the next guy. And wanted to get a version of Boba Fett like this from his, not really the original, Christmas special version, but pretty close, that animated style. Thought it was pretty cool. And for the price, I was like, you know what, I'm going to pick up 2 of them. Why not? Because, I mean, basically for 2 of them, I'm paying the same price as I would have at retail to pay for one of them. So why not get both? And I did. And there were still more on the shelf when I left. I just grabbed 2. But I thought that was pretty cool for clearance. I mean, I don't see stuff like that on clearance in my neck of the woods. And then, of course, I found these right here. We've got Donatello and Leonardo, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from NECA. These things are so hard to find, and they had a huge stack of them at a Walmart, again, in Summit County, Colorado, up in Frisco, Colorado. And you find these guys online and they're $100 and something a piece. I've seen them go for as much as like $220 for these 2-packs. They only had Leonardo and Donatello. I wish they would have had, Raphael and Michelangelo as well. I would have picked those up, but they were just sitting there, regular retail, and I couldn't pass up on that because these things are so hard to find and secondary market prices are insane. And I love me some Ninja Turtles. I love the original Ninja Turtles movie. It's one of my favorite, quote-unquote comic book superhero movies ever. Love that first movie. Grew up with the Ninja Turtles, and so I've been wanting these for a while, just didn't want to pay the ridiculous prices that you see on the secondary market. And so finding those guys at retail was awesome, and very happy to have finally picked up some of those. And finally, I don't know if it really counts towards my vacation haul, but when I came home from vacation, I had these 2 guys sitting in a bubble mailer from Walmart. My pre-order from like 6 months ago finally got in with this animated style Spider-Man. Gonna be kind of wondering if this would have made my top 10 of 2022. I don't know, because now it's already 2023 before I've actually got these in hand, so maybe it'll count towards next year's top 10 list. I don't know, but either way, I got them. I ordered 2 of them. Glad I did, because I wanted one to open and one to hang up on the wall, and one of these 2 came in crushed, and the package was all jacked up and open. So this is going to be the one that I open, and the other one is in great condition. That's going to be the one that I end up hanging up on my wall. But again, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so of course I was going to make sure that I ordered at least a couple of these, and we'll see what I think. I'm not usually a big fan of cel-shaded / animated stuff. I don't like any of the X-Men stuff, anything like that. Just not my particular flavor of content. I don't know, just not what I like. But huge Spider-Man fan, so I had to pick these guys up. So yeah, still glad to get them. Alright guys, well that is it. That is my haul. We got G.I. Joe, we got Star Wars, we got Marvel, we got Bruce Lee, Ninja Turtles, all kinds of stuff. Some pretty cool stuff that I was able to pick up. Very happy with what I was able to add to my collection. So would love to know what you guys have to think. Do you have any of these? Do you want any of these? If you have any of this stuff, do you love it? Do you hate it? Would love to hear what you guys have to say down below. So that is it. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, remember to enjoy your collection.